Yo, yo. What's good, chat? Alright. Well, we're going to hope our Wi Fi sticks through this stream. But what is good, everybody? Welcome to the Open Gym. Gonna have a couple things to go over, but welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. What's happening? We get over to this multi stream chat so I can see everybody chatting it up. If people hit the chat. But what's good, everybody? Ooh, we can see here. What's good, folk? Let's see. What every welcome white. We go chat. Welcome in every. What was good with hope out there? I should be alright. But with so free start tennis go. Not sure any deals have quiet. But we do have some news. LeBron not joining the Lakers. Go to this one real quick. Like I said, LeBron's not coming back. So we do have a couple moves that we'll kind of go over, but then we'll just wait for this up. So just gonna be chatting today. Not just going on. Get out of here. Hopefully we're running pretty smooth. Y'all can see me. Let me know if we're not running smooth. And y'all can't see what's going. But um, Atlanta signed a $114 million deal. So for Atlanta news, probably not gonna be much going on for the Hawks as they have their team pretty much filled out. I'm trying to find Jock Leo. I'm not seeing him. Um, it would be 14, $15 million range. But yeah, they did sign him to a 1 year deal, $15 million. So we got Jock Landale coming back on a 1 deal. CJ McCollum is coming back on a 1 year, $21 million deal. So between the two of them, we got $34 million tied up this year. So that's why I'm not quite sure Atlanta's gonna make any moves happen unless they are part of some trades to free up some room. So um also Kuminga, he is a free agent. Atlanta is not picking up that 1 year, $24 million option for Jonathan Kuminga. It's right here, not picked up. So Kuminga becomes a free agent for this year. Which, when he negotiated that deal with the Warriors, they were planning on structuring that deal. But that's kind of what they were going for with this deal for Kuminga. They weren't at that much anyway. So that's kind of why Atlanta went that direction. I feel like they weren't really prepared to give Kuminga $24 million a year. So reason went to direction, but it's in where it goes. Things are and they are to do to be interesting to say. But excuse my poor Wi-Fi. I'm not so sure. I don't know if my Wi-Fi or my stream manager messed, but appreciate everybody tuned in. That's kind of get things away. Not a lot of here, but some news. LeBron is like to the Raptors, so it's interesting. Already happening. We got the trade, the CJ or not Giannis trade that happened. So interesting stuff. Under not necessarily. We got the Jalen Brown news. That's may happen this season. Have the attention to for the season. Wondering what it was going to be. As we're going, a lot of these friends either picked up their player option. They're coming back to the team or restructure their deal. As we to the sources of available players. I'm not sure. Well, technically free just started, so I have to wait for everybody's to be official. They can sign. They an election. I'm sure we'll start here. So we'll be tapped in here. The shops will be seeing what moves are made. So everybody to hear what's good. If you can know, please. Yeah, just let me know, chat. Let me know if it's if it's not working for you. But we got Shams notifications tuned in that we have alerting us. Cleveland should look different. I know I'm bouncing around. Um, this is our first like stream that's not a anything, just really like an event. So bear with this chat. I'm trying to fill space, but welcome in everybody. As the start point, I'm sure we'll get more notifications out. These right here, I'm on the team. This is the sports shot. Like I said, year 14 million, going $50 million a year in Washington. Shout out to Trey in his bag. That's more money. That's dead life changing. 50-some million a year is crazy. Of course, Ari going back on the deal. That's probably why LeBron isn't back. They have other priorities. As I don't know. I didn't say I knew, but it's for that is in the chat, fan and David. Welcome in. We're going over free agents. This is the NBA agency watch along watch party, whatever you want to call it. But congrats. It is a Knicks, so congratulations to David Hicks. Um, but yeah, Kobe White going back to Charlotte. It's gonna look totally different with Kobe White ahead of the Snake now. They still got a majority of guys, but Kobe White coming back, kind of replacing LaMelo. Signed a deal 4 years, $40 million. He probably was gonna be a coveted just price point. A little under $11 million, I guess. 12 $12 million a year for Colin Gillespie. Haven't heard going structure here. So out of the center too, that board pretty horribly. They're off the board pretty quickly. So if you're wondering why Atlanta chose to end up at $14 million, is why, because um, the selection definitely up down. So I'm not seeing some McCollum's deal. Not quite a fit like yet. Um, I guess for them, for the Hawks and officials. I'm not sure why you're in the signed portion, but all eyes on LeBron is definitely to be his coveted free agent this year. Other than LeBron, it's not really any other free agents that are gonna draw that. In my opinion, Minga probably should be crazy. His age is the same amount of LeBron's nuts. So, Jamal opting out of his last couple of years, he actually becomes an defeat. Be interesting on the stay, but that he has restructures deals, really competitive with a on 40 year um almost put Draymond. So I'm not quite sure how that's gonna go. They did just run Chris Mingus to a $4 for years, I believe. So yeah, chat. My apologies why I was acting ill. Still working on it over here. We're trying to work through it, but appreciate everybody tapped in. Still no moves. I'm surprised nothing has gone down with at least made official. I guess everybody going back to their team kind of nips that free agency in the bud. But we got our first news, Usman Dang going back to the Milwaukee Bucks. So that is the first move. Usman Dang. Jiang, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but our first move. That's the first one. All right. We're gonna stay locked in here. Let's see, chat. It should be interesting. We might have some news here. Um, yeah, Kaminga that'll be the most interesting for Atlanta, I believe. Kaminga, they opted out, the option to maybe strike that deal. If he leaves Atlanta, I'm not gonna be too was while it lasted. But yeah, it's really quite intriguing over here. Um, List of players that are now Simmons, Taylor, Gary Trent, LeBron, I forget where. So he's strictly interesting. John Collins. So those are kind of remain for free. Should be enough. Started already chatted. We're finding no moves. Um, and to report Andre is back Pelicans. So quiet on the free agency. So beyond one match, which be a good vet. Jordan is off the list. Some interesting names to be honest. Bogdan Bogdanovich, seeing this where the Atlanta Hawks goes. And I think we a good pickup somewhere. I'm sure whoever picks up Anthony, um, he'll be utilized well. Honestly, he's a pretty nice bucket. Alright, we kind of wait for made. Kind of go over kind of go over. See some kind of food here. Also, we have Jalen Wilson. Pretty fast. News broke that we go to some conversation with the Kings. Reports and go play. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like it's drawing free agents, but we have the money over there's up there. So you should see 1 second, believe attack, showing jump commit as well. See, so look at what they got going on right now. So they did Aaron Wiggins, Oklahoma done as well. Part of the season moves. Off-season transactions already for Dan Carter, and Atlanta Hawk. Um, they've all with their summer league rival. Probably as Atlanta, this is what they got going. It's non-resigned Jock Landale, $50 million deal. Jock getting Aaron, they CJ McCollum, right? So they did end up roster in next season. So not list of seasons, but the that was he was probably on the roster. Put at 16 if Henry Vassir is not the big league. So they'll probably have to make a couple cuts. Where he on the do it next year. They are free agents. They're on the team later this year. Okay. Election. So that's coming back. So the power forward gonna look like Jason Moe, more than likely. Maybe Zuby as four tossed in the forward mix. But the power forward room looking good. Looking good as Jock Landale is going to probably be Landale. So, um, get back to it. It'll be interesting to see who is still around though, because 16 is the max. Or actually, I believe it's 15 is the max, so they're gonna have to make a cut if they want to keep everybody. It's reported that his camp was telling teams that he wasn't interested in signing a two. With so in the Leonard thing, the eyes on two. Not quite sure works if he's like, nah, I'm good. Tuning in here at the Ocean Agency. Actually, that's where Atlanta man really filled out as